Hello! Welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for Paris, France, home of the Summer Olympics 2024. Now, I do have a quick...
I'm in.
I do
love
have a quick
sports,
word.
Yes. Gold,
It's
silver,
just started at
bronze.
time of filming. It's just started. We haven't really gotten into the sort of meat of it.
They've already done gymnasts.
There have been cardboard beds. There have been Lady Gaga. She was so good. Apparently someone fell. Did you see that?
No, but I loved... Oh, I did. The guy with the little red thing.
Yeah.
Well, Beyonce. Did you see Beyonce's little Team USA commercial?
Fuck, no.
She does Yaya, and she does it about Team USA, and she talks about them. And she's
Oh my God.
And of course my girl... Oh, I'm getting chills. We'll watch it after this.
Also, Gaga posted about Simone Biles just absolutely fucking killing the balance beam.
We're so lucky.
From the audience. We're so lucky. We're so lucky. I do want to also say, speaking of opening ceremonies, Celine Dion, in an absolutely gorgeous, incredible moment of human triumph. I mean, we're at the Olympics. We're seeing that on display. And she absolutely killed it on the Eiffel Tower. And I think if anyone has ever said anything even remotely questionable about her or her character, you should feel ashamed of yourselves. Because we here celebrate the power of love. And Celine Dion.
I've asked her if we should take it down, but she hasn't responded.
We should take what down?
Nothing. I agree. Celine moved me.
Celine moved me.
I love
She
that
sounded
lady.
so
I just
fucking
love,
good.
I'm loving it all. I have to say.
It's fun. The pomp and the circumstance.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And I love how drag queens were grooming children from the opening ceremonies.
Oh, yeah. Doing the Bacchanalia.
Like,
oh, Nikki Doll.
Nikki Dolly, the
She
groom,
looks
the
so
children.
beautiful.
So
She looks so
funny.
beautiful.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. If you, do you follow Matt? I don't know if it's like XIV, Matt the 24 or something in Greek letters.
No.
He's the one that does all those political
numerals.
posts. Oh, Roman numerals, sorry. Greek letters, because the Olympics were Greek.
Right.
Started Greek.
Yes. Diocese.
Matt, it looks like X.
Yeah. I follow him.
Yeah. He posted and it's like,
He's so cute.
oh, you're mad that there was drag queens at the Olympics, and then all the pictures of the people in like Speedos and tiny.
Or the people being like, I'm so mad that they were making fun of The Last Supper, and then everyone's showing every other time it's been done in pop culture,
Oh yeah,
which
and
is
someone saying
constantly,
it wasn't
by
even,
the way.
it wasn't even a final supper.
No,
it was a
Bacchanalia.
Bacchanalia. Because of Greek. But listen, this isn't a political
No,
show.
it's not. And
this
we will
isn't
never
a
share
political
political
show, and we will never share our opinions or our views. Even because we're two people. We're one man.
What power do we have?
One woman. We don't have any power, and I don't
really
have
appreciate
any.
that. No one's ever called me a man.
Thank you so much.
Without laughing.
But what we are here to
But
talk
also
about.
vote Kamala, and it is time
Yeah.
to talk about it.
Or if you have any dragons, burn it all down. If dragons are real, come out now.
I do think it's time.
Same for vampires. Just come out now.
I have to say,
we don't deserve control. Take it back.
I think we would have been more into
what
it
I mean?
before Kamala came on the scene, because we just thought like we were for sure gonna die. Now at the very least, some of us might live.
I know,
So-
but I still feel, I mean, we're not going to talk
We all
about
do.
politics.
We all
I still
do.
feel scared because
We all do.
they
We
want
all
to,
do.
just racism and misogyny and...
Not a fan of her genocide take.
No, she doesn't want that, I thought.
Oh, good. Well, maybe I am a fan of it.
We're not going to tell you what to do with your vote. Just pick one issue.
Yes, we are.
And we're just, no, we're not going to do that anymore.
I'm sorry.
Remember, we're
Okay,
going to get in
you're
trouble.
right. I apologize.
Just pick one issue. Only one.
Don't vote on
And
more than one.
even if it doesn't matter about the rest of humanity, you have to vote on that one issue.
Just vote what's personally
Abortion
important
is
to
really
you.
fun. People really have
Do not
opinions
take
about
into
abortion.
account what other
Don't take into
people's
account
lives-
other people.
Freedom? Not for them.
Absolutely not.
For you.
Absolutely not.
For
Look at what the
you.
Olympics are doing. They're bringing everyone together, and
And we're realizing we need more medals. We need more medals.
we need more medals.
We need more medals. We are the generation of participation trophies, and I have yet to see one in the Olympics. Do they get to keep those cardboard beds? After a long day of swimming and gymnastics and ribbon dancing, I would sleep on a box. I'd sleep in a box. I'd eat eggs with the fox. Sorry, I soused. All right. Oh, she missed it.
That's funny.
She missed it.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Should we talk about...
Yes.
We're here to talk about
We're
Canada
here.
versus the world. It's a new season.
Canada versus the world.
There's been 2 episodes.
And we watched both.
We watched both. I had
Wow.
a fabulous time.
You know what it is? It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
I do feel that air quickly going stale, and I will talk about that. But
it's a lovely breath of fresh.
I love seeing people get in trouble and having to go home. Okay? I didn't realize how much I missed people's dreams being crushed in front of me.
Yeah.
Until it happened. And it happened to the Olympian, too. Oh, not when the Olympics are in her hometown.
Oh, yeah. Now we'll get to that. Sad. We're starting with entrances right to the main stage of Canada versus the World. And first up is none other than the Alexis Mateo in wedding dress. I thought this is really pretty and a clever... She's always been the bridesmaid. She's always been a runner-up. And she's never been the bride.
Did she say that, or you came up with that?
I think that was inferred.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, because the entire time I thought, what?
I didn't mind it. I
minded it. And I'll tell you a couple reasons. Number one, and I'm surprised you're not picking up on this, but if you're a drag queen and you're a bride, I want you to either be a whore or I want you to take up the entire stage with your dress. The fact that she's wearing just like a little sequin dress that like every drag queen owns, I was just a little disappointed. And honestly, I was like, it's fine though, because it's Alexis Mateo and she gets a bigger pass than most.
Yeah.
But when Cheryl enters and she says that Cheryl looks mediocre,
all is forgiven. Like, because we've got drama back on our screen.
I was like, Shalex, do you know what you're wearing?
Oh.
I just didn't like it.
Hold on. Can I see you back here for 1 second?
Sure.
You just called Alexis Mateo Shalex?
Yeah. Because I think she's shining, shimmering, splendid.
Okay, don't startle me by saying that because that's your name for me. You call me Shalex.
Yeah, but when I say that about you, I mean shitty little shit. Splendid. Not fun.
Speaking of Cheryl, I'm so happy to have her back on my screen. Is the look... It's cute. She looks good. Her legs look amazing.
It's cute, but is it a great look?
Well, no. I would have Shez. I just would have thought
Cheryl.
Maybe something a little bigger.
I will say
she looks great though.
At DragCon, she was as big a fans as we are of her. She is such a kind British soul. She helped me out a lot with the booth. If I had any questions about anything about DragCon, I would just text her, and she was so sweet to answer all my stupid questions. But then at DragCon, we had like a long line, which was bonkers to me.
So nice.
She's like, how is it? I was like, we've been so busy. It's crazy. And she's like, it's not crazy. You do a good job. You're really good at what you do, and people love you. I was like, Cheryl!
Shez! And then we vowed to be nice to her when we reviewed her this season.
Well, after watching these episodes, I think she'd understand if we veered a little.
No, we won't have a problem.
My brother, he's like, I thought it was so impressive that there were so many girls from this TV show that you watch that truly were so, like, kind and believe in you. And he was like, Cheryl is one of them. And I was like, I know. That
was one of my
she means the world to us. She really does.
Means the
that doesn't mean that her drag is great all the time.
Her legs look incredible, though.
I know, I do love her legs.
Tynomi Banks, looking absolutely gorgeous in tangerine.
I loved this because I don't know if you noticed. Sorry, this is very inside baseball. But her entrance look from her original season was that bodysuit, but in black.
Oh, cool.
So I think it was kind of like a nod to it, but then I
love when people do that. I love that a nod to my first go around. Yeah.
I wish we hadn't seen the black panties. That was distracting.
Yeah,
to
I'm
me.
just noticing that now.
But
I love the robe and the hair looks.
And I love it's very clearly a step up from where she came from, and I love her.
Talk to me about LaFille. She LaFilled those balloons with helium.
He they. Can I tell you? I wrote it down, and I have been repeating it in my head. We're just so used to her in drag. Always.
But he makes a special point.
He does make a special point.
He makes a special point, and we'll reinforce
learn and grow
by saying he goes by he, him, in and out of drag to celebrate the femininity in his manhood, which is a fabulous,
he wants
fabulous
to be
thing.
The most feminine man.
So LaFilled his balloons with helium.
I gotta say, I loved it.
I thought it was cute. I love the pageantry. I love the colors. We know where he's from.
It's camp. It's very Drag Race UK in my mind, as far as like the camp element. Yeah. I love it. I don't think I've ever really been a big fan of his makeup, but I do very much enjoy the look.
Kennedy Davenport.
Kennedy Davenport. Is this an All-Stars entrance look? No. But is it a Canada's Drag Race versus the World and I'm Kennedy Davenport entrance look? Yes.
Kennedy versus the World.
She walked in and she said, I don't know who any of you are. I didn't know the stage existed before I stepped on it.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to wear what I had on the plane.
And
I love
she said her old tagline from her Snatch Game.
Woo!
Woo! shut up.
Yeah.
And it was the best thing.
Great. It was great.
It was so strange. I think she looks fun. I like the colors.
I just love that she kept... I don't know you. I don't know anything about this. I don't know what's happening.
I know.
I love
so
that
funny.
shit.
La Kahena from RuPaul's Drag Race France.
Mm-hmm.
Or Drag Race France, season 1.
France's Races of Drags. Not as goofy as I prefer.
Not as goofy as I prefer. I think she looks kind of cool.
I don't...
Let me contextualize that.
Okay.
From what we see throughout the next episode, I think this is the best out of all the looks.
I just want her to play with her shape. I get, okay, I had this thought, and maybe this is too deep of a conversation to have on YouTube, but drag is such an exaggeration of everything, really. And so I do think, I do want her to be on stage in her body and feel confident and beautiful. I do think that is something everyone should feel. But on the other hand, unless there is some sort of larger element, okay, if you're not going to wear boobs, but you're wearing tiny little nipple covers, so you look like a total slut, that's an exaggeration. Your outfit's crazy. You don't need the body exaggeration because the emphasis is on the point you're trying to make with your clothes. With this one, there didn't seem to be a point of view in either her exaggeration of her gender expression or the dress itself. There just wasn't anything leveled up. I do think that there is validity in the LaFills of drag and the La Kahenas. I don't think everyone has to do the exact same thing, but there does have to be an oomph element in whatever you're doing. And I feel like she was out of oomph.
It makes for a more well-rounded vision if there is playfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yas, queen work, mama slay.
Miss Fiercealicious in her, she calls it the prolapse dress, and it's the actual one that hasn't been changed.
They asked if she'd done anything. She's like, no.
I kind of love the gall. And the gumption.
Love it. It's what we've come to know and love and expect from just the fucking bitch that she is. During the first day of DragCon, we did not realize that we would have a nonstop line. So we did take a quick 10-minute break in the middle because I think we were both about to, die. Curtis and I are racing out to the car so I can just sit in the car in the air conditioning and just quiet. And as we're walking out, Fierce is walking out to and she was like, Darby. And I turn around and there she is in her promo look.
Just literally looking so beautiful.
Gorge. And she goes, you better say something nice about me. And I was like, that's not really up to me, is it?
Did you say that?
I did. And then she suddenly turned left and I kept going straight and I just I think I short-circuited and I was like, well, interaction over. And I kept going and she was like, bye. So I will say, Fierce, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Fab is what I'm going to start calling it. But Fierce, if you're watching, I loved the gall. I loved the gumption. Yeah. Using her wowie as a purse is so funny. And then she went to Alexis Mateo and said, do you have a wowie? And Alexis says, no, I've only got an Emmy.
That's what I love.
That made me so hard.
I love these girls.
I loved it.
Listen,
back. If we ever get on a TV show, neither of us have ever been on a TV show ever. We're taking the queer tea. One of us will be taking the queer tea. Well, if I'm on a TV show, I'll bring the queer tea. Yeah. Otherwise, I just worry about the safety.
Yeah. Eureka O'Hara, I think she looks absolutely stunning.
Let's say this. Let's get this out of the way. Is her brain silly? Yeah.
Her brain is silly.
Do I love how she interacts with people on the internet? No.
No.
Is she fantastic at Drag Race?
She's got an amazing...
She is.
Yeah.
She's really good.
I love what she wears.
She looks incredible. She's great TV.
I would love to wear this. Lemon looks so fucking beautiful.
I love that fucking bitch. Did you geek out a little? Okay, it's second day of DragCon. It's over. Everyone's breaking down their booths. Thankfully, my brother was like, y'all haven't gotten a chance to walk around. Go walk around. You haven't had a moment to do it. And I was like, are you sure? Well, I didn't even say, are you sure? I said, okay, bye. Everyone's booths are down. And I'm like, oh, we're not really going to see anybody. Who comes marching towards us?
Up.
But Lemon.
A big yellow lemon.
And her drag daughter.
But a beautiful.
They were gorge. She was wearing her runway look from
She was
this
wearing
episode.
her runway look from the second episode, I think.
No, this episode. Can I say this?
The first episode. Stunning.
I think her entrance look should have been her runway look, and her runway look should have been her entrance look. They were both stunningly gorge, but the first one was so dramatic. After the second episode, seeing how the
mind.
judges reacted to her look on the second episode, I think it just really would have blown their minds. Yeah. I mean, she looks gorgeous either way. Then Brooklyn Heights comes out, and she is, what is that guy, the Ken doll? The real Ken doll on Instagram.
Oh, Justin Guarini.
He used to live in Chicago. Anyway, do whatever you want to your body and your face, but Jesus Christ, I'm adoring her transformation. I don't give a fuck. Do more. I love it. It just, she looks like she's wearing a filter, but not a filter that like everyone can pull off.
Yeah.
Even her in some angles. But the funniest part was Eureka goes, "That's gay trade. Mama, that's the gayest trade I've ever seen. Girl, I didn't think I was into women." That's Eureka.
That's funny.
That's Eureka.
That's funny.
And it's okay if I do the accent because I was doing her doing the accent. You understand?
Yes.
Thank you.
We get right into it by having them pick the song because they're starting up the strong with girl groups.
We get the introduction of the Golden Beaver.
Oh, okay.
Being golden this time.
Yes.
My favorite part, sorry, I wrote down quotes because it made me laugh. Kennedy goes, What is this? Is this what Canada's doing? She's so
She has never seen anything.
Can I say this? I think Kennedy Davenport, this is terrible. I think Kennedy Davenport is too legendary to be on Canada's versus the World. It's
you
silly.
could say that. Yeah.
I think it's silly.
But thank God she is because it's adding
I know.
much. And you know that we don't... I mean, if we hadn't just gotten the opportunity to watch All Stars 9.
What a dream.
Because All Stars 9, even though I would have rather it not happen, it did do something beautiful, which is that it lowered the bar. And now I'm actually excited to watch a Canada series.
I know.
You know, I've never been like that before.
I know. Well, you don't trust the Canadians because of their money. It's different from ours.
Well, their voting techniques historically have been insane.
What do you mean?
The judges panel, not the actual country.
Oh, I don't know how it works over there. Sorry, I thought you meant like they're voting.
No.
You don't even vote
here. I'm specifically talking about. No, I vote. You know, I had a hookup like 4 years later. Text me out of nowhere and said, "Make sure you vote."
Ew.
Yeah.
Did you?
I was going to. Yeah.
Give him the credit. Give him the credit.
Well, I'll give you the credit. He was very tall.
Okay.
And you know I like tall. I am not joking you.
It's too big.
Far too big. And he knew it too. Because when I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry, no thank you," I opt out of this. I never opt out of voting.
Yeah.
But I ran from that poll. Do you understand?
You want to hear something? Well, I know I've shared this story before, but I love sharing it. I hooked up with an extremely tall guy with one this big as well, except his was cut in the middle and put back together. It was cut in half for some reason.
From a motorcycle accident?
I don't know. I'm going to say, sure.
You never asked?
There was like a little line around it in the middle, which is fine. It was humongous, okay? But in the middle was like scar tissue. So it was really hard right there. Everywhere else was like normal hard. But this one was like...
Did it hurt?
There was no way on God's green earth. I am peak sex addiction. I could have made it to the halfway point, to the scar. There's no way. It was humongous.
What if you got it lengthened and that was the scar?
That was a mistake.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun for anyone. He didn't enjoy it because he wanted to be base deep.
If you can take giant cocks,
good for you.
You deserve a place in this world.
You deserve a little counter above your bed.
You deserve a little...
For all 50
a
loads.
Golden Beaver. Right after the Golden Beaver... Can I say this now?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Right after the Golden Beaver, we are wasting no time getting straight into it. The girls are going to pick their song because it's girl groups. We're just getting into it. And I love that. And they each, instead of picking each other, they go and stand next to the song they want. It's interesting.
Fine.
Fun. Yeah.
I mean, we don't know. These aren't real songs. So
no,
I did think it was really
songs.
Strange that they were like, pick it. It was funny as they're like unpacking in the workroom. Everyone's, getting their little groups and stuff. I love that Eureka was like, you know what? I think La Kahina seems really fun. I want to be her friend. And I was like, baby.
Poor girl.
She's the only one that doesn't know you yet. That's why.
Poor girl. Yeah.
That's good TV. I'm sorry, it's funny. It's funny because I'm like, who are you fooling? Who are you fooling?
Yeah.
That's why you're good TV. Let's just get into the groups.
Love it, yeah.
Up first, we have Just Divas doing Bopulence. Funny.
Bopulence.
So that was La Kahina, Alexis, and Eureka. Alexis killed it.
Alexis killed it. Yeah.
Eureka killed her verse. And I didn't notice it until the judges said it, but when the judges were like, you just kind of turned off when you weren't on. I saw that. I saw that.
I mean, not
But when
to
she's on,
defend
she's
anyone,
on.
but this is her 4th, 5th time. How many times has she done this? Aren't they tired? Bopulent.
The remix. And then Laka Henna did the best she could. Up next, we have The Face doing This Beat, which was LaPhil, Tynomi, and Fourthalicious. Now,
Fabulicious.
what did we think of LaPhil?
I liked the Phil's verse.
Me too. Me too.
I thought she killed it.
Me too.
He killed it. Oh, please.
No,
I liked LaPhil's verse. I thought he killed it.
We make mistakes, we fix it.
I know.
It's important to do that. No, I want to show people that even us, perfect celebrities with tens of 15s of fans.
Yeah.
Sometimes we make mistakes. Not me, but she does. And I won't edit it out. No, I thought he did great. I thought he was great.
I loved his verse.
I gotta say, I love Tynomi.
Tynomi showed us the reason that she's the season.
She's just so great. And then Fiercelicious.
Fiercelicious.
I mean,
I thought did great.
Just be pretty and Fiercelicious and I'm rooting for you.
For me, it was all about group number 3, the slapbacks.
Oh my god, tongue pop.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Kennedy started.
Yeah.
Blew me away. And I was like, oh no. And Cheryl has to go right after that. Then Cheryl
But Cheryl
started.
killed it.
Cheryl, for me, pardon me, and forget my bias, you piece of shit. Sorry, I'm talking to Cheryl. I thought she outperformed everyone. I'm sorry. This was right up her alley. Girl group, the verse was smart.
Yeah.
She did a death drop where she didn't get a concussion. Has she ever done that before? I don't think so.
I agree with you that Cheryl, I was squealing. This was my Olympics. I agree with you. Cheryl did incredible. However, there is something in that lemon.
She's a rapstress.
Whenever she makes a verse,
she's Eminem.
She sprinkles some of that lemony goodness zest on it.
Yeah.
And
if you will.
It's magical. It scratches the part of my brain that doesn't get scratched very often, which is like rap.
Oh, sure.
Lemon rap.
It's a good old-fashioned lemon rap. No, Lemon did great. Don't get me wrong.
And
Lemon was incredible.
Looked great. I liked how they all 3 did great. Yeah.
And I don't know.
They were the clear frontrunners to me.
And I don't know if like they aired it the way they actually filmed it, but them being the last group was such a kick in the fucking stomach. I was like,
yeah,
so good. Oh, and I do like how Lemon ended the entire song with "Pucker up, motherfuckers." She said something so nasty, but with such a like, "Pucker up, motherfuckers." Anyway, sorry. I like gay stuff.
What's this runway? It was called
Wonders of the World, my very best drag.
I think it was probably when giving it to them just my very best drag.
And, yeah, but on the screen it said Wonders of the World.
Yeah. Alexis Mateo in this gorgeous purple feathered royalty. I thought she looked stunning. Beautiful pageant. She brought her own backdrop.
I love Alexis Mateo. You know what it is? I'm going to say this up front. I've come to terms with the fact I'm not a pageant girl. I can celebrate how hard it is and how much work goes into it and how talented they are. But like when I see...
Aesthetically, you don't
when I see the aesthetics of it, yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
We've seen the big... come up and we've seen like it's been done.
It is very Vegas of her, so I will say
that's true. Laka Henna was in a scorpion necklace and that was about it.
I loved the scorpion necklace.
Sure.
It was that was the thing for me is I don't respond to this. It seems like a corset with like a little bit of drape around it. If it had been a full-length gown underneath, maybe if there was some other element to it, it just kind of looked like a corset with drape.
Especially it
didn't tell me anything about her.
She looked like a column. And again, be yourself in your own skin, but there has to be some sort of va-va-voom element, and there wasn't any. At most, it was the fucking necklace.
Not for me. Eureka, I thought it was so cute. Yeah. I love that she's so into doing big shapes, like things that big girls wouldn't think they could try normally because it's like proportions. But I say that as a big girl. I love this. I did notice the bra right away. It did take me immediately out of it.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
But without the bra, I think she looks really cute.
I gotta say, I didn't see when she said it like turns into a heart. I didn't see that shape when she turned around.
I saw heart. I didn't see elephant.
Oh, I saw elephant when she was turned around. But then when she turns around, we lose elephant, and I didn't really see the heart. However, I thought this was so fucking cute.
So adorable.
I loved the hair with it.
It looked like Princess Peach burlesque.
It did look like she got down to her crotch and she said, I'm done. I do wish there had been some sort of
Well, I'm not mad at that, because these little girls wear corsets and bodysuits all the time.
No, I know, but it just, with the giant, like, heart thing, and you've got this giant crown on, everything was up top, and then it just stopped. If you're gonna bring the big, you know?
Yeah. Lemon, we saw this look in real life. It is absolutely stunning. I couldn't almost talk to her because I was like looking at it. You know what I mean?
The amount of stones covering that dress. I can't even imagine the hours it took.
The shape, the movement, I mean, I love it so much.
And I love a little bra cup with nothing in it. Then we had Kennedy. Now, Kennedy has recently won a couple pageants.
Yeah.
So she is pageant royalty. So from that perspective, she looks great.
Beautiful.
I just don't respond to that aesthetic.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I think it's beautiful. I also think we've watched so many of these runways. It's hard not to look at something and be like, that's pretty.
Seen it. Yeah.
Maybe we should come up with a new grading system. Like, well, you know what I do for movies is out of 10 mittens.
Why don't we just turn the review off? Why don't we just stop filming when we don't like something? Up next, we had Cheryl. Stop. Cut it. No, Cheryl looks great.
No, I didn't mind it. I thought she looked pretty.
It looks great. I love the hair. It's very Essex. Didn't she come in like on her first season, she had like a kind of a gag outfit where she was wearing white and all the fake tanner was rubbing off of it, right?
I think it's pretty. It reminded me of like 40s old Hollywood, like.
I love really appreciate
Blvd.
Brooke's note about bringing it down, because once she brought it down, I thought she looked gorgeous. I do wish, and Shez, this is my one little. Just think about it. I would have loved it if it were all in cream. Wouldn't that look so fucking statuesque if she was all cream, not just white?
You just want a cream on her.
I did finally meet her husband.
Oh yeah, and I made a fool of myself. I was like, "Who are you?"
That sucks for you. That sucks for you. But so I do want. He does. Make
well, it was
me
more like, did we meet? Oh, Tynomi Banks doesn't suck for her. I think she looks absolutely gorgeous.
I thought she looked amazing.
There was a weird moment when the light hit the front of it.
Yeah.
That I couldn't understand what was going on. But later on, once she got to the end of the runway, I could understand the two pieces down here. I liked all of it. I loved the top half.
I appreciated the top half and I appreciated the bottom half. Together, maybe not my favorite, but again, you can tell that she has upped her drag. I think the styling is maybe still a little questionable in some areas, but Jesus Christ, she looked beautiful.
Regal. Stunning. And then who's left? Oh, I loved the Phils. They were a dragon.
When they walked out, I didn't understand what was going on. And then when I saw the face,
I loved it. This was the only
it.
one for me that said Wonders of the World or whatever the prompt was.
Oh yeah, they definitely made that up.
And finally, Fiercelicious in the updated version of the prolapse dress.
New prolapse.
Stunning. I thought she looked great.
Back in the prolapse.
I'm ready to be done with it now. I think she's done with it now,
too.
But I'm
so happy she did it. I'm so happy she did it. There's something
this is fun.
So unserious about both outfits that she wore for this first episode. It's great.
She's unserious.
She's so unserious.
Yeah.
Very clearly, the final team is in the top 3.
Yes.
And the winner is Lemon! Going from going home first on her last All-Stars to now winning first. That was exciting.
It did touch my heart when the Canada Queens were like, Alliance, and Lemon was like, and then Cheryl was like, Alliance, and she was like, thank God. It made me really happy.
Yeah. Cheryl she's also very good at Drag Race. Like, she's really good TV, and I think Lemon knows that. It did hurt my heart a little, because I would have also loved the storyline of Cheryl finally getting her first win, which I do believe we're gonna get this season. I feel it in my bones. And if I'm wrong, I'll block her. I was so happy for Lemon. So then we get the bottom 3 are Alexis, La Kahana, and Eureka.
We get a bit of an Untucked moment.
One of my favorite.
I think this is great.
It might be my favorite Eureka moment ever.
Yeah.
That includes her breaking her ankle, okay? This is... What did I say?
It's all the same
right.
at some point or another.
We're all bones.
Yeah, did I tell you I fell the other day just walking around? Look, I fell on and I scraped my knee.
Thank you for showing me.
You want to see it again?
No, I'm good. So they're all like pleading their case, and then Lemon turns to Eureka, and Eureka goes, I don't want to lip sync. I really don't.
I'm going to be
don't.
real with y'all. I don't want to lip sync. I don't.
I really don't.
She seems tired. She seems tired. She's over it.
But
it was funny.
That spoke to me. That spoke to me. Because there are times where we all know it's a TV show. We all know it's like played up. And there are times when you see the actual human in the storyline where you're like, oh yeah, I can connect with that. I'm tired all the time. It does make Alexis mad, but
that's great for television.
Fun television.
I love it.
So Lemon decides to save Alexis, which...
What do you think about that?
Okay.
Choice? Fierce put her 2 cents in, and I want to hear your 2 cents.
I agree with Fierce that if you're trying to win $100,000, putting the 2 American girls in the bottom first would be
putting the 2
smart.
girls that have done this multiple times and are from America.
Thank you for the summary. I think it would have been smart for her. However,
it might not have been smart because she's the first one to do this, and it sets the whole tone for the whole series.
I think Fierce is going to flip it on its head eventually. I bet she saves a weak link. But from a TV perspective, I was not ready to say goodbye to Eureka or Alexis because they are great at Drag Race. And the idea that La Kahena has more to show... No, she doesn't.
Well,
no, she doesn't.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, she doesn't.
I did feel really bad for her. That
no, of course.
Be brought back, you know.
Of course. However, I would rather see more from Eureka and Alexis. So as a TV viewer, I was happy it happened. But also, as like a TV viewer who wants the drama, I was like, yeah, you could have knocked out a really big competitor.
It would have been so fierce for them.
That's okay. Fierce will do it. She'll knock someone out.
Fierce will do it. The lip sync is La Kahena versus Eureka in a song by the person who's on the judges' table.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember her name.
The song is a bit of a slower ballad.
And Eureka does a high kick.
And Eureka does...
Obsessed.
Eureka is giving... I mean, she's good at drag. I'm sorry. She's good at drag.
You don't have to apologize. She should. I thought she was great. La Kahena did what La Kahena has done, and La Kahena left.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, though, because La Kahena needed to get home and get ready for the Olympics.
She had to get ready for
the
Olympics.
She's doing Airbnb. She's renting out her house. I get it.
If they were going to do that in Chicago when we lived there, I was going to do that.
Can I say, though, how annoying would it have been to have the Olympics?
Oh, no, we would have had to leave.
Hell.
We would have had to leave.
Yeah, I would have summered elsewhere. Let's go into episode 2.
Yeah.
Episode 2 is called The Hole.
Oh! Okay.
Has Cheryl addressed dropping her hole yet?
She dropped her hole?
Yeah, she's just Cheryl now. She literally told me, change my name in your phone to Cheryl Redacted.
Can you call her right now?
Redacted.
Will you call her?
No. It's 3:30 here, which means it's 12.
Well, will you text her and see if she's awake?
No.
Well, then will you please give me her number?
No. And then what? She blocks me?
They're doing an improv challenge.
They're doing the Traitors.
And it's a take on the Traitors. You
love that show.
It's so fucking good. And not only that.
What?
Do we have anything to talk about before they actually film it?
Oh, just one quick thing. Another Eureka quote. It was great. They were like, so you're going to become an archetype of a reality star.
Oh.
And Eureka goes,
what's an
girl, what's an archetype? We're going to be designing buildings or something? I just love this idea that they start to film this and she's got building plans.
Yeah.
And she's like, when do we do this part?
I do love that, but you know what I loved a little bit more is how everybody around her, you could feel them go, ugh.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh, God.
It's a good time.
It's an improv challenge, so they just get right to it, and then they say, we're missing someone, and they bring out Lisa Rinna.
Yeah.
Now...
You hate her.
To recap, as someone who is current with The Real Housewives, she did not have a great last couple of seasons. And she was pretty unlikable. So when it was over, my fanship was waning. Okay. But seeing her back here and seeing her game to play with these girls, even though she didn't understand what was going on.
She had no idea what was going on.
So happy to see her. So happy to welcome her back on my TV screen with open arms. I'm so thrilled.
I'm still very confident in my decision to just stop Housewives suddenly because I never got to that point with her. So she's still my queen.
And I'm happy you did.
But it was very funny to me that the producers or whoever, well, let's be honest, the producers had not really thought through the entire thing. They didn't really make a game out of it.
No, it wasn't a game.
And Lisa Rinna was confused.
She was like, there are no clues.
Yeah, when it was time to like write, she was like, there's no questions. There's been no clues. was great.
But once the punchline came, it did make a little more sense.
Should we go through their looks and their character, or should we go through the characters, or what do you think we should do?
What if I just hold up their characters, we comment on their runway looks, and then we go back, like, as we talk about their runway looks, we say, did we like them?
You okay? Need a stroke. Also, we did find out that Fiercelicious' name is actually Fabulicious, according to Lisa Rinna. And that was so funny.
That was so funny.
The runway is Mother Nature. Up first, we had Cheryl Ho.
Cheryl Ho.
Now, I liked what she was going for. She came out wrapped, she looked like she was like sand. Dune.
And then she was like, no water. And then then
she did water.
She's like an oasis.
Listen, it's not my favorite, but I haven't seen that hair from her before, and I loved it.
Yeah, I think she looks pretty cute.
I gotta be honest. I thought the big ol' wrap-up Dune look was kind of fucking cunt. I know, it was just like a brown cloth, but I fucking loved it.
You did not see a single hint of blue.
No, you didn't.
Underneath the thing, so that's cool.
I loved that, though.
Yeah.
I loved
her, but I gotta say, her as the
super fan,
she fucking killed it. Did you watch? You didn't watch Traitors. There was a girl.
I watched the last couple episodes of each season.
Did you watch Australia?
No.
There was a girl in Australia. She was a super fan. And Cheryl was channeling this girl. Because she was actually pretty funny. It was giving like Sasha Bell energy. Remember when Sasha Bell came on? She was like, I'm a super fan and I know everything about Drag Race. And then they sent her home right away.
And now she's Frisbee Jenkins.
Come
on.
Yeah.
That's iconic.
That's a Drag Race trajectory I love to see.
Truly.
Cheryl killed it. She was funny, but she wasn't really...
I thought she was so
I thought she was brilliant.
Yes. I thought she was so smart. Her quick, like, fuck you to Tainomi, which is an incredible meme. Congrats, Cheryl, on being another meme. And also, her voting for herself. Voting to send herself home. That is a super fan. And she's like, I'm making history. To be fair, she is a Housewives and reality TV aficionado. So this was kind of a perfect scenario for her. And she did say that when Lisa Rinna walked in, she wasn't in character. That really was her being like, holy fuck, Lisa Rinna's here.
I know.
So great.
Oh my God.
So great.
If you met Lisa Rinna in real life, what would you say? I'll be her. And you say, and you do
Oh, sure.
Me. Ready?
Hi, I'm Darby.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What was your name?
Lisa Rinna.
Oh my God. Thank you for being a fan. Do you love the show or do you watch us on TikTok?
Oh, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, honey. But it's nice to meet you.
You follow me on Twitter. What do you mean you don't know? Remember,
honey,
I dressed like you and I drank wine on a toilet. That was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Is your husband gay? Then we have LaPhil. Now,
LaPhil was looking for love.
Was doing sustainable. That was kind of like their vibe of the of the like nature of it.
Didn't understand
it, and I don't love a look that requires the voiceover. But good on him. Thank you for trying, sir.
He in the challenge, he was the girl looking for love.
Comedy's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Although I'll say this, I didn't hate LaPhil in this. There wasn't anyone that
there wasn't anyone that bothered me.
I liked that LaPhil was horny for the gay guy. That was funny.
Yeah,
it gave
that's
Lemon
funny.
a lot of opportunities. But, maybe
and also,
comedy's just not his thing.
Oh, specifically going for the gay men.
Yeah. Gay men.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how you would have done that.
Men.
I wonder how you would have done that.
I wouldn't have. Up next, we have Lemon. Now, Lemon's nature is purple kush.
Funny.
That's how you do it. She looks incredible.
Yeah.
I love that even Brooklyn was like, who are you? This is leveled up Lemon. Now, Lemon as the gay guy. Her archetype being the gay guy.
She had a funny voice effect that I don't know if it was comical.
Oh, it made me laugh.
Oh, the voice effect?
I thought she was... No, I did think Kennedy was the funniest. But I thought she was very close second. I thought Lemon was hilarious.
Yeah, Lemon did great.
Lemon gave off... we say this a lot with, like, these improv challenges. When someone performs consistently well, it's kind of a comfort. Every time LaPhil popped up on the screen, I'd be like, oh, God, what? But every time they'd cut to Lemon, I knew I was safe. So it allowed me to, like, enjoy it more.
Which is crazy because usually when there's lemons around, very tart. And they make your face go...
I like a lemon.
Really?
I don't like?
Limes. You don't like limes, which is weird.
I love a lemon.
What do you do with margaritas?
I open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas. I'm gonna give you some head. Then we had Fabulicious, now Mother Africa.
She was the... Oh, yeah, this is beautiful.
How did she get a belly
to look like a belly?
To match her so well.
Well, when a man and a woman love each other.
Okay, gender
or
binary.
Science.
Wow.
Or
okay, binary.
You didn't let me finish. Or science is involved.
I don't believe in that.
I think they take like... And they... shove air in there, and then the stork comes and brings a baby, and they pop and it goes.
Yeah.
So she probably just did the air part, unless she has a baby.
So, science class in Texas really was just kind of a suggestion. She was petty bitch.
She was the petty bitch, and they were like, "You want to do that? Because that's who you are." And she's like, if it ain't Baroque.
I understand her initial impulse to be like, yeah, it's fine. But in these situations, they're quick to say, that's what we've seen from you before. And for like I'm returning kind of all-stars thing, I do think you kind of have to do something different. I would have liked to see her the one that was obsessed with love. I would like to see her flip with LaPhil.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see LaPhil be a bitch, because I just don't. Can he do it? I don't know.
We'll see.
Well, we won't. They're gone. Then we have Alexis Mateo doing Liberace drag. A half and half, like water and earth.
I thought it was cool.
I thought it was a great idea. I loved the makeup. It's tacky. Come on. It's tacky.
Well, she's Vegas.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Vegas is tacky.
With a Vegas spin on it. Liberace.
With a Vegas context.
Great.
She was the total Karen, and she said, "What's a Karen?" And I think that's funny.
Yeah, she had some decent moments, but she wasn't the worst. She wasn't the best.
No.
Then we have Eureka as a tree.
She looks beautiful.
She looks stunning.
Yeah, she looks really great. Listen.
This tree was for me. Okay?
This tree.
I had a reaction to it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Tree was for me.
And she played a soap opera actor.
There was some funny moments.
Very similar to Alexis Mateo. Like, solid, not the best, not the worst.
Yeah, I did like how she tried to engage with Lisa Rinna, and Lisa said, I've never seen her in my life. Yeah. Which is funny, because Lisa was a soap opera actress for very many years.
Soap opera. Mm-hmm.
For very many years. And then she was on a little show.
She did fine.
Yeah, she was fine.
Then we had Kennedy Davenport as Eureka's costume, but pageant.
I like it.
This was hot, sexy tree.
It's pretty.
It's really pretty. It made me laugh when she said, the fantasy is glamour as a tree. And she laughed, and then she goes, I got a tree on my head. That's the Kennedy, like, I'm just having fun. I don't give a fuck about that.
And I like how in her thing, she was the detective? Or she was the nosy neighbor detective. And she was like, I've won an improv challenge before, and I know I just gotta be myself with a funny outfit on.
She was so great. She made me laugh the entire time. Even down
just
to
the
her
way that
little
she looked
body
and
language.
Cocked her wig to the side.
Okay, I know that you're not a Tyler Perry's Medea super fan as I am.
Yeah.
But there is an actress.
I love your appreciation.
Thank you. Yeah. There is an actress
called Tyler Perry.
Called Tyler Perry. Cannot compete. Truly top of the game. No, but Patrice, I'll think of her name later. She plays a character in every Medea play that is exactly this character that she played. Down to putting her hands like this over her titties. Brilliant. Comedic gold.
Yeah.
She was on from start to finish.
Yeah.
But back to the runway. It's not my favorite. I don't respond
What
to
would
this.
we do? Let's play What Would We Do with Mother Nature.
I'd be a tree. Then we had Tainomi, and she was like Poseidon's girlfriend or whatever. She was Ocean.
I thought it was pretty.
I thought it was pretty. Again, definitely leveled up from her season. If you're gonna do Ocean, okay? I want skirt. I want skirt. I want skirt.
Well, that looks like the waves breaking.
I know, but it's just, again, it's like a stylized thing for me. Like, it's pretty, but did it go far enough? I don't think so.
She played the kooky clairvoyant, and unfortunately, I think out of everyone, she and LaPhil definitely had the hardest time. There was so many opportunities for her to, like, play with that, and she just wasn't She just wasn't
when
there.
Brad set her up and was like, well, what question am I going to ask?
And
she's
says,
like, I already know, but
you can
surprise me.
That doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense. But I feel like it's a clairvoyant. Well, look at Priyanka. No one does well with clairvoyance on Drag Race Canada. I feel like she could have had some, like, things in the can. You know, some, like, jokes ready to go.
Yeah, just, like...
Or make it a running gag of when someone asks her what's going to happen next, she says the same thing every time. Just have had, like, a running gag.
Actually manifest something.
Yeah.
Or drag-a-fest.
Yeah. Her death.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the winner of this challenge is Kennedy Davenport. Not surprised. Although, again, seeing Cheryl so
not
close.
Yeah.
I think it was her runway. I really do think it was her runway
Her runway
kept
her out.
I think it knocked her out.
Lisa Rinna being hilarious, critiquing, saying, I didn't realize they were doing characters. I just thought that's who they were.
Because that's who she works with. She works with archetypes. It's kind of her whole vibe.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Oh, she'll be back for an All-Stars.
I meant for Lisa Housewives.
That's what I meant. She'll be back for an All-Stars. Don't. Okay. You didn't like her 5 seasons.
Lisa,
No,
if she were to come back, I think she needs to... Here's the problem.
I don't want you to fix her. I want you to at least acknowledge that for a few years, she gave you incredible housewife.
Yes, of course.
That's
but
all
she
I
has
need.
always been messy.
Yeah. Do you want a housewife in control?
I don't want her to be a producer. I want her to be messy on her own. But I don't want her to try and do... She was trying to do what Lisa Vanderpump did for so many years, and now Kyle's doing successfully. We can't do
Kyle's
this.
doing successfully.
You haven't seen. You can't speak on.
Okay. The bottom that she has to decide between...
LaFille, Tainomi, and Fiercelicious. She actually does decide to save Fiercelicious, which is interesting because Fiercelicious, just the episode before, was like, get one of them out.
This is very similar to Lemon's decision on the first episode. She picked the person who performed the best, but also, let's be honest, the biggest competition.
Yeah.
So it would have been in her best interest to save LaFille. Let's be honest. LaFille had LaFilled their spot.
Yeah.
But she's playing a fair game, and that's okay for now. It cannot continue all season. I will have to tweet about it.
Yeah.
So the bottom two are Tainomi and LaFille.
Tainomi killed it.
Fucked me up.
Yeah. She put
She was
LaFille in
so
her place.
good.
His place.
And he's now in space.
Yeah.
His place.
He immediately walked into... Because every time... If you've never watched this show before, they don't show it anymore because it's like we all know. Anytime a queen gets eliminated, they go directly to...
Space.
A starship.
Mm-hmm.
And they are shot up in space.
And they have to
and
sing Starships.
Are meant to fly.
And they have to do a perfect lip sync to that before they get to come back down.
Yeah.
That's why we've never heard from Robbie Turner again.
Yeah, she went to space and
yeah, she's just not good at that song. So that is another episode of... That's 2 episodes of Canada's Drag Race.
That's 2 episodes. I'm so glad we're back.
We're so happy to be back.
And we didn't mention it, but Brooklyn looks incredible in both episodes.
She really did.
She really did.
Yeah. The finale of All Stars, we will be back to talk about that.
You know, we're gonna be
combine
back
that with
England.
No, with the All Stars that we didn't do the finale for. The
Yeah.
previous All Stars, we also skipped the finale. Why don't we do like a double All Star finale roundup?
Okay.
Great, we'll do that.
Okay.
Stay tuned. All right, well, if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button, of course, the notification bell.
Join us on patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOw.
Also, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm out of practice.
Yeah, we're getting back into it.
Yeah.
Also, we're both on Cameo, so go there.
And you can buy Cameo by going to IMHOtheShow.com, getting a Cameo.
All of our merch is at dragqueenmerch.com. New episodes of Twin Innuendo come out every Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
And have a nice day. Okay, Darby.
I slept on my neck wrong, and now I just feel... Do I look like I have a stick up my ass?
Well, you
Not a good
always kind of
kind.
look like a stick.
Not a good kind. All right, tell me. Tell me everything.
I have to tell you. Okay, our sweet friend David, he DM'd me about a week ago and said, hey, I won this thing through this thing, and it's a dance class with Lance Bass and Costin Mayer from TikTok. If you don't know who Costin Mayer is, they're like a husband and wife dance team. They blew up in the pandemic and they're really good.
They're safe now, though. They didn't blow up.
They didn't blow up. They're just their account blew up.
Sure.
Anyways, and I was like, oh my God, because I was definitely an NSYNC over Backstreet girly.
Weren't we all?
And then they wanted me and you to go, and I was like, okay. yes, we have to go.
We immediately signed on for the story. So then you got your free facial. You got access to a free facial. I got offered an Orange County facial.
She got offered an Orange County facial, which is not a euphemism for anything.
So
you weren't able to go. So I actually reached out to my friend Julian, a new friend, and
Julian
I was like,
Cookies.
Julian Cookies. I was like,
him.
this is so random, but I know you're a dancer. Do you want to come? And he was like, yes, I would love to. And it was like so sweet to get to hang out with him. We go.
Isn't he the sweetest?
It used to be called Heart. Now it's called Beaches Tropicana.
What?
Yeah.
They changed the name of it?
I guess they got bought out by Beaches. I don't know the story. So we're there. We walk in. There's all these people there. It was through Marriott Bonvoy, which hashtag Marriott Bonvoy. And it's like a point system, reward system for people who stay there. And I guess David had won this in a raffle. I don't know. And so me and Julian are there, and then they bring down Lance Bass. He says a few words. They bring
What does he say? What are the words
he was like, oh my God, I'm so happy y'all are going to be here. We're going to learn this dance. It's going to be super easy. We're going to have so much fun.
That's more than a few.
I can't believe, he was like, I hope I remember it. Like, very silly. Yeah. Brings out Costin Mare. They're so nice. They're like, this is going to be so fun. This is going to be easy. We're going to have a great time. We got all levels of dancers. Because it was truly like, it was like White Lotus. Like, the first people we saw was a couple, I would say, in their 40s, closer to your age, and 50s. And
I'm 40 now.
They had basically just like, they had all these points. They stay in Marriott like every night a year. So they were like, let's try it. They were like, have you been to one of these? It's called Marriott Bonvoy Moments. They were like, have you been to a Moments before? And we were like, no. And they were like, oh, we did one in Paris. We sat courtside in baseball on a couch. It was amazing. And we were like, cool. And then they were like, their names were Margot and I can't remember the guy's name, but he was really funny. So Lance Bass, Costin Mare. And then they're like, I feel like we're missing someone.
No.
They look up the stairs. They say, ladies and gentlemen,
Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Joey Fatone.
No!
Joey Fatone came down. He couldn't have been like happier, like super bubbly.
He's so hot to me.
So then...
He's so hot
Yeah, he's hot. He's daddy. They're both hot. Lance Bass's skin in real life was insane.
But Joey...
And the teeth.
You know, he giggles.
Oh my God, he was a giggler.
He giggles when he comes.
Well, and it was so cute because they were like... the meet and greet started before the dance class, which I was like... oh, this is good, because then I won't be sweaty. So all these people are waiting in line to, like, get things signed. There were people there with, like, the old NSYNC dolls and, like...
That's so sweet.
Old Tiger Beat covers.
That's really sweet.
Me and Julian are hanging back, and we're kind of... We want to take a picture with Costin Mare, because I love them. And then we finally get to take a picture with Lance and Joey, and they're kind of talking to each other, like, very much like they're catching up with each other. So I felt like interrupting. And as I'm getting in between them to take a picture, they're saying something about Amy Fisher. I don't know what or why.
Was she there?
No.
Oh.
You remember her? She cut her husband's
course.
dick off or whatever?
No. She shot her lover's wife in the face.
That's the same thing.
You're thinking of Lorena Bobbitt.
Amy Fisher, yeah. So there was like a kind of a break in the convo, and he said, he's like, Amy Fisher, and I go, oh, that was my nickname in prison. And Lance Bass goes, oh, really? Like he did not laugh at all.
I gotta say,
I'll put the picture here.
Strike me as funny.
No, he wasn't laughing.
Yeah, he's not a funny guy.
But it definitely felt like they were talking to each other and we were just slipping in to take a picture. Anyway, they go away. Costin Mare teach the dance. I kind of knew it. You know, it's the dun 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 baby bye bye bye.
I did that in college.
You did?
Yeah.
Ah!
I could have done it.
You could have done it. It was really cool. The best part was, I was a little nervous because I hadn't been in a dance class in so long.
But you're so good at it.
Well, thank you. But they were also amazing teachers. Like, I told them after, I was like, that was so nice. You guys made me feel really comfortable. Like, it didn't feel scary. Then, after we learned the chorus, Joey and Lance came down and they, like, slipped into the audience with us. And they were doing it with us. And then they got on stage and did it with them. And it was so cool because it was like, they literally did this for millions of people 20 years ago. And it's just so in their body. And, like, you could, like, see them doing it.
That's so fun.
It was really fun. It was such a cool thing. And then me and Julian had a great time. It was nice to hang out with him.
He's the sweetest.
Yeah. I gave him, they did give us a little bag with some NSYNC shirts and and a little Insta Polaroid camera like the one you have.
Oh, cute.
I got one of those.
That's great.
I gave Julian your shirt though.
Go for it. You can have it, babe.
This is sponsored by David. Marriott Bonvoy Moments.
Thank you so much,
David.
Yeah,
thank you so much, David. I'm sorry you couldn't go. I'm sorry you couldn't go.
I guess I should start with I'm sorry you couldn't go. But I'm really sorry I couldn't.
It was really fun.
Had I known that Joey Fatone was going to be buying directly in front of me,
it was so
I might have chosen
cute.
him over an Orange County facial. A Joey Fatone facial is what we call it in the biz. All right, see you next week. Goodbye. That's in my eye.